Completed that first round of GNAC 4-0, 3 really tough road games in that stretch there, and now I hate to say you get a break because you don't when you look at the opponent, but you're off from conference play. How do you shift gears from kind of where you're at in the GNAC play to a week of preparation against someone that you haven't faced before?
Right. Well, I think you said it best. That first round of GNAC play is over. So this out-of-conference game against a national renowned opponent like Colorado Mines, in some way, doesn't give you a break, but it gives you a fresh breath, new eyes. I mean, our league play is extremely tough, and we know each other very well. Being able to now play out of conference against, which is another great opponent. There's no one on our schedule that's a sleeper. It's exciting. I think we've never played this team before. So for us, knowing how good they are, knowing how Colorado Mines bring back one of the best quarterbacks in the nation, if not the best quarterback in the nation, and that gives us, for us, we like the challenges, and so I'm excited for the first round. What we've done, I thought we've grown week to week. I thought we've done what we need to do as far as continue that growth mindset we always talk about. Every week we want to get better, and now this week we're looking for a 1-0 once again this week. And so the Colorado Mines opponent, for our house, what we like to do, we love the competition, and so they're good. They're very good. So we're excited to get there.
You talked about him, Justin Dvorak, the quarterback for Colorado Mines. What jumps out at you on the film that you've seen so far, and about how they play?
Justin is, to me, the Division II equivalent of Johnny Manziel in a good way. He's a dual threat quarterback. He stays alive, and he can scramble well. And last week we had some scrambling quarterback issues that we have to fix and get better at. And I think for his ball, the way he throws the ball, it's just a perfect touch. He can throw the backdoor ball quite a bit. He's got some receivers that they know where they want to be. You can tell they know each other very well. So you're looking at one of the national passing leaders. Guys already has over 2,000 yards passing, and so he is just a complete quarterback, and he knows the system well. You can tell he's a field general out there. So as far as defensively, we've got our hands full, and they're very stout on defense on the other side. For the Colorado Mines, as I overlook at their whole program, all 3 phases of the game, they're consistent and they're good and they're efficient with what they do. They're a type of team that doesn't hurt themselves. They just continue to do what they do, and they do a good job at it.
Coach, talk a little bit about the rankings just came out, and this is kind of not this week, but the foundation for what you've been building for a while, and getting to number 10 says something about where this program is going. Mm-hmm. How excited does that make you, and did that add any extra pressure to this program?
No, it's not pressure, and in a way it's what we want to accomplish. It's part of the vision and the mission we have here. We said we're building champions while pursuing championships. We make no apologies to say if there's a championship to be won, we're going to go for it. So everything in our program, from the coaching staff, the players, there's a culture here of saying let's go be great at it. And part of being great, we talked about it a couple weeks ago. It's not an achievement, but it's more of a character trait. And so it's about the humility to say, what did we do wrong and how do we get better? And then what did we do well? How do we get that even better? There's always new ground to break. So for us, being ranked number 10 in the nation, we like it. As a head coach, you appreciate the recognition. As the players and the coaches, though, all together collectively, we're just hungry for more. We're hungry to play the game. We enjoy being around each other. We enjoy playing this game. And we want to be the very best at it for this next week coming up. And that attitude is part of who we are. It's our DNA. And so it's a good thing to have. Because what we want to accomplish, eventually you're going to have to get ranked up there. So we'll take it. So we're moving forward.
You talked about having that growth mindset. Now that you're kind of in that midpoint of the season, what do you think your team needs to do in terms of growth over the last half of the season?
Yeah, well, that's a great question, and part of it is the real humility of seeing the film, knowing exactly what you got to get better at, take the coaching. At this point in this stage of a season for every college program, you've kind of found, okay, here's your people, here's what you can do, and you want those next tiers, the 2s and 3s. You're hoping to see them really take that next step of development, that they're now becoming a more mature. They're now getting past that green phase, and now they're really getting into hey, there are people we can rely on, because depth's so critical for college football. And this back half of the season, as we now are in October, you need to have that depth be ready to go, that next man up type of a mentality. So collectively as our group, we're going to pay attention to the details. you're going to keep your razor sharp and know that, hey, at this point, practice right, be efficient with things, know what you got to work on, know your game, and continue to just fine-tune everything.
And I think the thing that stood out to me at the end of the Western Oregon game, you guys had four red zone stops.
Yeah.
You're now #1 in Division II in red zone defense.
Okay.
But within the last minute, I hear some of your defensive starters on the bench talking about all the different areas that they see that they could clean up. How encouraging is that to you? That even that the second that great result is happening or ending, they're kind of already in that growth mindset. And what makes me happiest as a head coach right now, the thing that you get so excited, you're seeing these young guys grow that way. You're seeing that culture take over. That is when they have that inside, and they're holding up the standard themselves. They're not having to be coached to constantly be told to do that. They're not trying to just celebrate and rest. That we can go a long ways for that. And they hold each other accountable, and they cheer each other on. They enjoy being with one another, and they understand that they want to get better, and that's going to carry on in their life. And that's where whoever hires our guys after, they're going to be pretty pleased with who they hire, because they have a real attitude to say, let's keep getting better and wake up every day, and what do I got to do today to improve? And it's not that there is an insecurity of it all. It's just a hunger, and they see the value of that. They see that every day you wake up, you get better, get worse, and so why not go for it? Why not go for it every day and you wake up? And so for them to end a game knowing what they got to get better at, that excites me, because that type of character trait and it just goes a long way for them in life, and that's what you really want for them in the big picture, is to have a successful life.
Where are you at the midway point on a scale of, say, 1 to 10, 10 being your potential? The highest it can possibly be. Do you like where you are? If you don't want to grade it, I understand, but do you like where you are at the midway point?
Well, you're 5-0, so you got to like that. I've heard somebody said the only thing better than 5-0 is being 6-0, so let's keep working on it. I love the way this team is. I think where I can grade this team is an A for who they are as a team and their culture for a team. The film shows there's so much to work on still. So that grade we'll leave that out. But I think right now I'm having a lot of fun as a head coach being around these guys. I sense they have a vision. Anytime you have that vision about, hey, grow, they're going to get better. But there's nothing that can take the place of a team that really loves being with each other, enjoying each other, playing for each other, and they understand the power of what comes from that 11-to-1 ratio, where it takes 11 guys to make a play successful, only one guy to really mess the whole thing up. And there's that balance of accountability and joy that they're finding the real joy in what it means to play with each other, and the whole, whether offense, defense, special teams, you see them celebrating the successes of each other, and that's beautiful, and that's exciting, and that's who we are as a program, and we're going to continue to grow in that area. I'm not saying that that's even an accomplished area. We're going to keep growing in that area too, because this is a relational business. Ultimately, we're not making widgets. It's people coming together. It's people that have problems on the outside. They have relational challenges, but to be able to say, let's put it all aside and let's buy in for one another in this mission, that says a lot of who these players are.
Great. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you very much.